here. If you guys have a question, raise your hand and we'll call on you. Start up here, Gino.
Jim, talk about the adversity after giving up 25 straight in the second and third quarters and be able to respond to those turnovers in the fourth quarter to get the momentum back in your favor.
Yeah, right. Don't have all the stats, at my fingertips right now, but what I do know is you just keep fighting, and there was a big momentum swing there. Third quarter, they made some plays, and we did turn it over, and our guys rose to the challenge, and they were tested mightily, and they did a great job. Didn't flinch, kept playing, kept fighting.
Aria?
Jim, what went into the decision to go for it on fourth down both times in the fourth quarter?
Well, the first one we were up by 3, and a field goal at that point would have still kept it a one-score game. A touchdown would have beat us, so wanted to give our offense a chance to make it a 2-score game. Had driven the ball down the field and lost a game once like that in my past, and when I did kick the field goal, so this time felt like we put the ball in Shea Patterson's hands. He is tenacious in those kind of situations, in those kind of big moments, and felt really good that he could pick it up for us. The offense was hungry to do it, and so made the decision to go for it on that fourth down. And the guys came through. Shea Patterson had a great game. Again, I don't know what all the statistics and the numbers are, but it was tough throwing the ball today, and came up with big throws. He's got a very strong arm, throws a very tight spiral, and made some big plays when we needed it. Also felt our ground game. Hassan Haskins ran the ball extremely well. So did Zach Charbonnet. Drew Wilson had some fine runs. I felt our offensive line gelling up front. And defensively, we were in their backfield a lot. A lot of sacks, a lot of tackles for loss, PBUs, Uche, 3 sacks and two TFLs. Cam McGrone, huge play in the game. That shed the block, get the quarterback and punch it out, all in the same down, and create that turnover was huge for us. Mike Dane, I thought, had a really, really good football game as well. A lot of guys, and then you look to the special teams, and Jordan Glasgow makes a big play for us, stretching out on the block punt. That was huge, and he was around the ball all day. So a lot of guys played extremely well. A lot of guys toughed it up. Donovan Peoples-Jones comes back and makes the big touchdown reception, and Nick Eubanks as well. Really good game for Nick. Several moments like that in the game. Just proud of our guys.
When was that time that you passed on the field goal, or that you took the field goal and lost because of it?
It's just in my past. See if you can figure it out.
Back right.
Jim, Shea said that Illinois made some adjustments that caused some of that frustration in the third quarter. Did you notice any adjustments from them, and if so, what might those have been?
Yeah, there was in the running game. They made a nice adjustment with their defensive end, and we made a counter adjustment later in the ball game that really paid off for us. They were spiking their end hard and got us for a few, but then I thought Josh and Ed and the coaches did a nice job countering that, and we were able to get outside again.
Chris?
With some big runs.
Hassan had some early success, and you went back to him late. What's the rotation there, and how does that work? Is it based on different plays or a hot hand, or how are you doing that with the backs?
Yeah, just the way we've been doing it. Zach and True and Hassan were slated to get the most carries. Christian got in there, and then Hassan was running the ball so well that was really feeding them there at the end, and it paid off.
Nick?
You mentioned their adjustment they made in the third quarter, and the adjustment you guys made run well. Was there a concerted effort to to put the ball in Shea's hands in terms of the run game. I think he had a pull there before on that drive, and then you called his number. Do you guys want to get him more involved in the run game? Is that something maybe going forward?
Yeah, I mean, it was necessary. Defensive end was spiking, it was a hard slant, and it was enabled us to get the ball in Shea's hands, and made a couple big plays for us. Ran hard, protected the ball, and then a couple of those runs with Hassan as well at the end, getting the ball in the perimeter.
Steve?
Jim, on the play where Carlo Kemp got the ball,
Yeah.
it almost scored a touchdown. What was your view of that play? And talk about just how huge it was considering when it happened.
It happened pretty quick. I think, I don't know exactly. I really don't. I think Mike Dana punched it out, caused the fumble. Carlo picked it off in midair and then did his best to get it in the end zone. And huge play of the game. Enabled us to get the 1 yard quarterback sneak on the next down and put the game out of reach.
Middle A?
Yeah, Coach, there have been some rumbles about the offense this year. I'm wondering, what grade would you give your overall offense today? I mean, do you think it's coming together the way you want it to at this point of the year?
It was 42 points, hard working 42 points. I think our team was tested extremely. Was tested a lot. It was a heck of a challenge. It was a couple of, especially going into the win, it was tough throwing the ball, and our running game really rose to the occasion. And I think Shea did a really good job throwing the ball into the wind, against it. Ronnie Bell made the huge catch too, and run after catch. So yeah, there was a lot of big plays, a lot of good play. A couple fumbles that wouldn't have liked to see, but outside of that, I think our offense was playing pretty darn good.
Jim, I was just going to ask about the fumbles, and there were some uncharacteristic penalties on the defense in that third quarter too. I mean, how do you? I know we've talked about you just keep going back to practice and fix it, but is it becoming a concern that the fumbles are not going away?
Yeah, it was I got to look at him. I know I saw the one with Zach as he was going down, just put maybe a foot off the ground, got hit from the side. Keep coaching and keep learning. I mean, but he's been for true freshman running back. I got to say that that's a tough kid who's handled some pretty big shots. That drive was shaping up. As we came off the goal line, I mean, where we were was the 1 foot line. I think the edge of the ball was as close to the goal line as I've ever seen it. The back end of it, that was starting to shape up like it's been the longest drive in Michigan football history. Got it all the way to their 40-yard line, and then we did get the ball back, and we were able to score at the next possession. So it happens, but we're gonna keep making an emphasis on it. I know our backs are, it's the biggest emphasis that they have.
You got time for a couple more questions before we get some players in here, Chris?
It seems like Jalen Mayfield's playing with more aggression each week, and even again today. Can you just talk about what you've seen from him?
Yeah, Jalen playing really well. I have a good feeling that our offensive line really played well, and it was assignment sound. There was a lot of error in there. We're really down to, the tight end group, both Nick Eubanks and Luke Schoonmaker had to do the entire duty today, and I thought they fared it really well. Ben Mason had some critical key blocks as well, but yeah, they I think a good character builder for the team. That when the adversity did hit, there were the fumbles. Our guys didn't flinch. Saw some real growth in that area with our team today. I'm very proud of that.
Jim, you mentioned keep coaching the fumbles. It's all you can do really in that situation. I wonder how do you coach that out of guys? Sometimes it's a younger guy, but how do you go about that? I mean, it's 9 now. They've lost, and I know it's in a big emphasis, but how exactly do you, I guess, get rid of that stuff?
Yeah. Coaching ball security all the way to the ground and through the whistle and the echo of the whistle and beyond. The thing is that I'm proud of as a team is that there wasn't this here we go again. They rose up and got a few fumbles of our own. From where I was standing, we created some of our own.
Did you worry about that there'd be a here we go again in that moment in the third quarter? Did you worry that maybe you'd lose them a little bit in that heads with dip or something? Was that?
No, I trust and believe in our team, and we saw the evidence today. So very, very proud of that fact. And our guys. I mean, I think there's a callous that's been built there, and a toughness that has been born out of that. And it bodes well for our team.
Jim, what allowed the offense to come out and be so effective in the first half today?
I thought the offense was effective today. They played very well. Kind of almost going through about every series of the game here, and the offense was picking up first downs, moving the ball, scoring in the red zone. The one we didn't, we had the penalty. So pleased with the way the offense played. Thought they performed extremely well. Thought I go back through it. I mean, wide quarterback's really good. He's a really good player. He makes big time plays. He's great under pressure. Makes the throws, makes the runs, and our running backs stepped up. Both Zach Charbonnet and Hassan Haskins went for over 100 yards. Our offensive line thought they blocked, sustained, very little mental error, and the tight end and the receiver group made big catches, put the ball away, got yards after catch. Ronnie Bell, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Luke Schoonmaker and Nick Eubanks, Tariq Black. He played very effective, so I thought those guys rose to the challenge today.
Last question, Angelique.
Jim, you had some guys missing today, Nico, Levert, and a couple guys were back. And what is their status, and like Quiddy and Sean today? Okay.
They weren't, gave it a go and weren't able to play today. In case of Quiddy and Sean.
Nico and Levert.
Yeah, Nico and Levert were able to make the trip, were ready to play. But other than that for this game.
Not something that's going to hold them out going next week, or?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know for sure. We'll see how we came out of this game. Find out that when we find it out.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank
We're
you.
to the play.